Greetings.
God be with you.
Greetings to you as well. Careful.
What do you need?
I'd like to try the fights here.
And did Crazel give you enough?
He did. Here it is.
Excellent! Then the fights can begin! Or they could. But as I said, old Fiala is sitting at home in the doghouse. His old woman won't let him fight anymore.
So you took my money for nothing?
Easy, lad, easy. We'll sort something out. What if you tried to talk to Dorothy? You're a stranger. Maybe she won't be as sharp with you as she is with us. Go and see her. She manages the baths behind the inn. It's no more than 5 steps.
All right then.
It happens. Just watch where you're going.
Hey, the keeper back here. What more do they want?
This will help to be enough. God be with.
I'd like to use...
What'll it be?
I'd like you to give me a good scrub and take care of my clothes, please.
All right.
Let's talk about...
Certainly.
Is this it?
You must be from a poor. Excellent.
I hope you enjoyed your stay. You're always welcome here.
Yes! These will make me all... Almost invisible.
What'll it be?
I'm looking for your husband, Fiala.
Do you want to shave? Fiala's the best barber in the area, but I recommend you take a proper bath first. One of the girls will take you under her wing and will work out a price for you. What do you say?
I just want to speak with him.
He has too much work. If you want to say something to him, tell me, and I'll pass it on.
Well, the thing is, we're expecting him for the fights. And now the whole tavern is waiting for him. I was supposed to come here and get him.
So Lawrence isn't going to leave us in peace? Nothing doing. I told him clearly. He's staying home.
But we can't start without him.
And it serves you right. Find some more intelligent entertainment.
Why don't you want to allow Fiala to fight?
Because he always beats everybody up. Then the lads are all black and blue, and the girls don't have a lot of business. Putting poultices on bruises isn't going to pay for a new roof.
But this is a great opportunity for the baths. When men see what kind of fighter you have here, they'll treat the girls well.
That actually sounds kind of reasonable. All right, then. Take Fiala with you. But this time, it really is the last time.
Great goodness.
I could use it.
That was a close shave, wasn't it?
I'm looking for the barber, Fiala.
Then you found him. What can I do for you?
Get up! Let's go and fight!
Really? So Dorothy allowed it?
She said she'd let you go this one last time.
That's my girl. Let's go. We can't keep the lads waiting.
Always got heartburn just before it snowed. You could team up.
Where's this day gone?
Das ist meine. Let me sleep. Wohin gehst du?
Leave me alone.
Das ist meine. Let me sleep. Was that you? Don't whistle here. Nobody wants to hear it. Wohin gehst du?
Leave me alone.
aching for your comforting caress.
Yes? Hmm? Mutt! Good boy. Good boy. Come here, boy. You're my doggy, eh? Aye, aye, you silly doggy. Come here, boy. You silly mutt. Quick! Go! God! Quick! Go! Whoa!
You have a kind mother.
God! God!
You nearly killed me. Stop! You fucker!
Go! Keep it up. Whoa! Are you Zinnek?
Yeah, look, mate, I really need to piss. Can you let me out of here?
Crazel sent me. He's looking for some document the bailiff took from you.
And what's the password?
I'm just yanking your pizzle. They caught me at night when I was robbing a merchant, and then they make any distinction between what I stole and what I already had on me. They took everything, including that document, and locked it all away in the chest of stolen things in the rat house jail. You could get into the jail from the courtyard behind the rat house. It's right under the guardhouse. Or you could get there from behind the tavern alongside the fence. As soon as you find the stairs leading down, you'll know you're in the right place.
Well, who's got the key to it?
Well, actually, I had it, but when the guards shook me down, I must have dropped it. It was in the chamber, next to the one with the chest. They've got a pretty soft bed in there, I tell you. The key probably fell under it.
Is that the only key?
No, of course not. Every guard in Troskovitz has one. Best to rob one of them who's slacking off or having a nap. Look, mate, do you actually know how to pickpocket?
Of course I do. Wouldn't be my first time.
Good to hear it. They'll let me go soon, so if you get caught, you'll have nobody to keep you company here. Keep that in mind. Take care, friend.
Oh, a nice instrument. Maybe I should learn to play it and become a wandering minstrel.
Stop fooling around!
More than Lord Samir.
Well, from what I hear, Lord Submit.
I just can't wait.
I got? Well, from what I hear, Lord Samin's pretty much dead.
Go! Quick! Quick!
Whoa!
Go!
My respects.
My respects.
I apologize.
God bless.
God bless
At
you.
your service, sir. Don't be a coward.
Good morning.
Show me your wares. Can I get something to eat?
It would be an honor, and for... I'll give you my best room.
Let's talk about...
Innkeeper, a beer.
What would you say to...
You really won't... Agreed then. Our beds are clean.
Where did you say the lads who found the water goblet...
Near the pier.
I'm afraid...
Christ almighty. I told them they should have returned the treasure. Those poor lads. Thanks anyway. I'll let the Troskovitz grave dig.
Come and fight.
Wunderbar. Ausgezeichnet. Möchtest du wetten? It's more fun when you have something to lose or win.
Here you go.
That is what I like. Haha, ich poliere dir deine Fresse. Du verdammter! Das stimmt.
Thanks for the fight.
Ja, ja. You too. Here are your winnings.
Thanks.
Goodman, come here for a moment.
I'm sorry.
Did I hear right that you're going to compete in the fights at the tavern?
Aye, I'm planning to. Why?
Well, I have a favour to ask of you.
And what do you need, girl?
One of the fighters, named Bohunek, he takes care of the horses here.
What about him?
I want you to give him a proper beating, so he won't be able to sit for at least a week.
That won't be a problem.
Thank you. And then come and see me. I'll figure out how to reward you.
Try fighting against me. In the...
Let's fight.
It'll be but before we start, I'll collect them.
I do.
And now... Shit! Just you wait. Get a move on, you snail. No, you don't.
My sister could beat both of you.
Just you wait. Wanker! You're going to be tasting dirt. My man! That lands a kick. You're going down, I tell you. Take that. Get a move on you. My, that lands a kicker. Just you wait. You're going to be... You're going down, I tell you. You're going down, I tell you. You don't look like it, but you're a good fighter. Here you go. And you owe me a tooth, you cunt.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
What the fuck are you on about?
That's for Anna. And if I ever hear you touched her again, I'll use my steel instead of my fists.
All right, fine. I'll leave her alone.
I think Bohunek won't be bothering you anymore.
Did you give him a proper licking?
A proper licking? That's an understatement. I beat the shit out of him.
I knew I could rely on you. Unfortunately, I can't pay you for it. I can barely make ends meet myself. But I can sew clothes and wounds.
Thanks. That'll come in handy.
And I can also teach you something. How to mix a special ointment or to make a few stitches with a needle. What do you say?
I'd like to learn something.
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
So,
You better believe. But we have to bet.
the bet's up.
That's what I like.
Knock his teeth out.
You can't stand up to this! I'll knock your whiskers right off your face. Let me enjoy this one last time.
I'll crush you!
Take that!
My sister could beat both of you with
I'll knock your whiskers right off your face. No chance. I'll knock your whiskers right off your face. Dopich, I've been waiting for you. Thought she was right. I should let the others do the fighting now.
Good fight. Thanks.
You're welcome, lad. You beat me fair and square. But if you want to practice anything or learn something else, come and see me. I'm certain Dorothy wouldn't mind that. Here you go. It's all yours. And from now on, I'm going to make a living through boring but honest work. Don't forget to go and see Lawrence. He has a nice reward waiting for the winner. Excuse me.
At your service, sir.
I defeated all my opponents.
I noticed, and I couldn't believe my own eyes. I thought Fiala would send you home crying. But you certainly deserve to win anyway.
Thanks.
But that still doesn't mean you're the best.
What? I won, didn't I?
Oh, aye. But I've heard from a few people in the tavern that there's this odd fella that lives near Bukovina. They say he could beat the devil himself if he ever met him.
That sounds like a tall tale.
It's no tale. They say he lives in the woods in Kopanina, and his name is... Oh, it starts with B. Bartholomew, Bronislav, or something like that.
And if I beat this Bartholomew or Bronislav?
Then there'll be no doubt you're the best fighter in the region.
I'm sorry.
They love the chink of coin. They're
I've got that loot for you.
Incredible! Magnificent! Fascinating.
You really got it. Give me that lovely thing so I can fondle her.
Such a noble instrument is just begging to celebrate art and life.
It's like it's saying, hey, with me in your hands, you'll be able to grab any wench you want.
How can you take such a fine thing and abuse it for vulgar gain?
Abuse? No, friend. Put to good use.
Come on, play me something, will you?
Give me a moment. I just have to hold it like this, and...
What's that you up there? Hey, let me see. How the hell do you... hold it? Ah. Oh, Anna has tiny tits, like a pair of cherry pits. Uh-oh.
Christ, no!
The idiot broke the strings!
What are you doing, you idiot? Do you know what I had to do to get that loot?
I'm sorry, but... mate, I best be off now, eh?
Fuck! Shit! You fucking whoreson! Your ma should have dumped you on the manure heap the moment you were born. What's gonna happen with that loot?
Use it for firewood. It'll burn nicely with that lacquer.
What? Henry, sick him! I mean, give him what for?
Praise the Lord.
Hey, why don't we all just simmer down? After all, it was an accident.
Yeah, of course it was an accident. I was just... I wanted to give it a stroke.
There you go. Now apologise nicely and clear off.
All right. I'm sorry. Sorry. Forget me. Forgive me. Forget it.
Now what are we supposed to do? Without strings, it's just firewood, you know?
Our dreams are shattered. The rose-tinted skies of glory are obscured by dark clouds. We'll be toiling in filth till we breathe our last.
Farewell to Kuttenberg. Farewell to you lovely city damsels.
We could replace those strings with new ones, couldn't we?
Look, old pal. Henry himself is offering to lend a hand.
The hunter Vostatek told me once that he made some strings for someone. He can make some for us.
Vostatek? I know him. In fact, he owes me.
Really? Damn. Too bad he doesn't owe us. Who knows what he'll charge me and Michael for the strings?
Sometimes the price is just too high to pay.
Especially when you ain't got a groschen to your name.
All right. I'll go and see what he says.
All praise and glory to you. May you and all your kin be honored for 7 generations for all you have done for us unfortunate artists.
God be with you.
Good to see you. Good day.
What now?
Well, go on. Say
Whatever.
it.
It appalls me to... utter the word.
The word is fuck.
Greetings.
Quick! God! Quick! Quick! Go! God! Go! Come on! Quick!
What?
Whoa!
Eh?
God!
What?
Go!
Whoa!
Mercy! Leave me be!
We'll see if I let you go or not.
Let me go, please!
Run! Thank God!
To hell with you!
Go!
Whoa, whoa.
I'm sorry.
Greetings, sir.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'm telling you, nobody gives a shit about your dribble.
I'll say what I want, where I want, you whoreson.
Oh, well.
Enough! Damn it!
Now you're going to get
I'm off duty in a bit. Someone else
Oh,
can deal with this shit.
Ha! Fuck!
You can't,
You can't
stand up
take
to
me.
this.
You can't take me!
No, you don't.
God
Can't
knows
stand
it!
up to this!
Piece of shit!
Fuck that.
You can't take me!
Go fuck yourself. Come on then. Send my greetings to the town.
Hey, you. Have you done something I should know about?
Don't worry. I'm a saint.
You'd better be.
That madman. Why'd he do it?
Hey, you're not allowed here.
At your service, sir.
You're not permitted to be here.
Someone else will pick up.
I surrender!
You've been loitering around where you shouldn't have. Don't think we're idiots. You've been accused of theft. You'll pay a fine, and if I don't find those things on you, you'll pay for them too.
Wait a moment. I'm sure we can come to an agreement, can't we? I just wanted to borrow it for a bit. But I forgot to ask first.
That's not how it works. You can't just borrow things without asking. But fine. If you return it, we can let it be. But don't do anything like that again. Got it? That's that. And now off you go. I'm watching you.
Excuse me.
You shouldn't be bothering us here.
Daisy on a dung heap for days on end.
What?
You didn't actually do it, did you? Milk afterwards, you still wouldn't be impressed, would you?
Go!
Ka! Ka! Quick! Go! Ka! 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 Go! Keep it up.
Whoa!
You won't surrender?
Enough! I give up!
That attempt at...
Wait, I'll explain everything. A famous ringing master taught me that wrestling technique. So I wanted to try it out.
What master? What are you babbling about?
Otjud of Austria. We're lucky that he came to visit our region, but he only teaches men who have proven themselves. Listen, if you let this slide, I'll tell him you're a great wrestler and he'll come and teach you a thing or two. What'd you say?
Improving my grappling skills would be good, so I can deal with shits like you.
Exactly. So, do we have an agreement?
All right, yes, we do. So tell him to come and see me. That's taken care of. Off you go now! Did you hear me? Go, now! What are you waiting for? Clear off, or I'll arrest you again. So, are you going? That's it. And next time, don't go creeping around here where you don't belong.
Leave it! Shoo! Huh? Huh? Hey! You can't walk around at night without a light. Do you want me to arrest you?
You'll wake up the whole...
The offer of Hermes Trismegistos. That's Krazel's document.
Quick! Gah! Quick! Gah!
Go! Go! Ja! Ja!
Whoa.
Ja!
Whoa. 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 What are you doing here?
Friend, welcome. I'm glad you're passing by. At least I won't be celebrating alone. I'm a father. My first son.
Well, congratulations are in order. What's his name?
Oh, Jonty. His name's Jonty.
I wish Jonty the best of health then.
My sentiments exactly. Best of health. You have to drink to him with me. I've got some fine brandy here. Come on, let's drink to his health.
All right. May he grow strong, and to Jonty's health. Ugh. That was fucking disgusting.
What?
Ja! Go! Go! Ja! Ja! Ja!
Hey, you're mine!
Ja! Go!
Whoa. Whoa.
Greetings.
I have that document from the rat house for you.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you.
I took a look at the document. I couldn't really make much of it. Who's this Hermes Trismegistos?
My fifth cousin. We write to each other sometimes.
That doesn't sound very convincing.
Did you find my family tree at the rat house, too? Now show it to me, so I can finally get the knowledge. Good. Good. This will come in handy. Ah, yes. Of course.
What now?
That much? We're going to need more. A lot more.
Did you hear me? What now?
Sorry. I got lost in thought. I owe you my thanks as well as reward for getting me the document. And maybe another little job? What do you say?
Don't tell me you've forgotten. I need to get to that wedding in Semin.
Don't worry. Your path is leading that way. Only it'll be a little longer than expected.
Are you yanking my pizzle?
Not at all. I'll get you to the wedding as sure as the heavens are above me, and the fire of the Creator is within me. But you'll have to wait a while. Besides, things are about to get really interesting. Step by step, we're moving closer to the great revelation.
Enough. I'm sick of listening to your cryptic blabbering. Supposing you first initiate me into the mysteries of your enchanting mill. This isn't any run-of-the-mill business, so to speak. I smell something devilish here.
Devilish? Not at all. It's high learning. Alchemy! And when I say alchemy, I mean real alchemy. Not some hocus-pocus brewing of potions for creaky joints and bellyache.
Tell me more about it, then. Maybe I'll learn something useful.
I wouldn't be so sure, but I've taken you on as an apprentice, so I might as well tell you something. Now, pay close attention. I want to make a golem out of dough. Then, using secret alchemical practices and theurgy, bring him to life.
Isn't that a kind of pie? What are you going to do with a living pie?
Henry, a golem is a helper brought to life using divine words. A living statue endowed with massive strength. Can be made of clay, wood, stone, basically anything. I'll make one out of flour. Studying the Jewish Kabbals taught me a practice known as Maseh Bereshit. A mystic can use it to imitate the work of God. Just imagine. You know how helpful a golem would be at the mill? Carrying sacks, pulling wagons, standing guard. He wouldn't be much smarter than Zinnik, but he'd have the strength of 10 men.
My word. That sounds incredible. I have to see it.
So far, it's just all in my head. But if you're patient and help me, you'll see soon enough. It's in the interest of the advancement and prosperity of mankind. Just look at the Bible. Moses could command the waters and speak to God through the element of fire. And Jesus brought the dead back to life. I've no doubt that if our great holy Mother Church had been around at the time, they'd have crucified Jesus the same as the Pharisees. And all the apostles would have been burned at the stake.
So a golem, you say, made of flour? For the good of mankind?
Exactly!
And what about the good of me? You promised me a reward.
You already know that you can learn the practical application of certain useful skills from me. But for a few groschen, we could discuss the art on a more, let's say, theoretical level.
I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. Supposing you give me a few groschen first, as a reward for bringing you the document, and then I'll decide whether to trade the coin for some learning.
See now, I completely forgot. Here you go. So you don't go around saying that Miller Crazel is a pinch purse. I added in what I owe for those sacks you carried. And if you want some more work, there's plenty.
What's this next job all about?
I need to find a saltpeter pit.
Never a wasted word, eh, Crazel?
Short and to the point. That's my credo.
And how long will it take before you tell me what a saltpeter pit is?
A saltpeter pit is a pit in which saltpeter is formed.
This has something to do with that alchemy of yours, eh? I don't know much about that stuff.
Nitra is saltpeter. White crystals similar to salt.
And what needs salting here in the mill? Or is it supposed to be some peculiar Crazel wedding gift for a young Semine?
Nothing of the sort. The Kabbalistic doctrine speaks of saltpeter as a vessel for the inexhaustible essence of life. Those white crystals are said to contain the very essence of being. That's precisely what we need to give life to our golem. Thanks to the ingredients from Hermes Trismegistos, his feet will never get tired, and his fists will have the power to smash rocks. But saltpeter is the most important thing. Saltpeter will be the golem's heart.
So you're serious about this golem? And are you certain it'll work out?
Certainly. Otherwise, I wouldn't even try.
How much saltpeter will it take to bring to life such a big creature?
A lot. That's why I want you to find me a decent saltpeter pit. Do you understand?
I was hoping I'd learn something useful from you. But instead, you're making me wander around the countryside looking for some pit.
Well, you never know when an experience like that might come in handy.
All right, then. I'll look around for that saltpeter pit of yours. I just hope you know where to look, that you can point me in the right direction, and also that you'll get me into that wedding as a reward.
Yes, yes, and yes. Bonnie has a lead. She's a damned handy girl to have around. She can do anything you ask of her. But for you, the most important thing is that she knows how to look for niter, or saltpeter if you prefer.
So this Bonnie, she's a dowser or something?
Bonnie is someone I trust without question, and you should too. Not only will she teach you how to find saltpeter, but also how to differentiate it from common salt. The main difference is it has kind of cooling taste.
Hold your horses. You want me to taste that nasty stuff?
If you don't taste it, you could confuse it with some nasty rot. You don't want that.
Damn right.
Don't be such a lily liver, Henry. If Bonnie can taste saltpeter, so can you. She'll tell you the rest herself. You'll find her in the lair. That's a secret storage space I have here just by the pond. Only my best people can get in.
How can I get to this lair?
There's a bridge over the mill stream towards the south. From that path, you turn right, uphill, between the rocks, and you'll find yourself right in front of the lair. You can't miss it. Oh, and so I don't forget, you could pick some herbs along the way to see Bonnie. It would make her very happy. She's just been through some tough times. Her dog died, and on top of that, she has to spend time with that blabbermouth, Zinnik. On the other hand, Zinnik might be holding his tongue for a while after his encounter with the Troskowitz stocks.
If Bonnie spends time with Zinnik, she may want some spirits rather than herbs.
Bonnie? Never. Being a decent Christian, she avoids alcohol like the plague. Right along, so you're back as soon as possible.
To the lair.
God be with you.
like this is a waste of time.
Go!
Whoa.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Greetings. Hey, you're all bloody.
I'm Henry, Miller Crazel's new apprentice. He sent me to search for a niter pit, and said you might be able to help me with that.
Of course I will. I'm Bonnie. Nice to meet you.
Bonnie? It's not a name I hear often.
It's not the name I was baptized with. In our craft, it ain't a good idea to tell people your real name. That's why we use nicknames. What should we call you?
The Wolf of Skalitz.
Well, that's not very creative. You know what? I'll come up with a nickname for you myself when I get to know you better. Did you bring me something from the mill?
Actually, Crazel said you'd appreciate some herbs.
He's right there. Do you have some for me?
I've got something here.
My word, that's exactly what I need. The ingredients for the magic ritual.
What kind of magic ritual?
The kind where Zenek finally gets some sense into his head and stops making stupid beginner's mistakes. Just so you know, that mess with the author of Hermes Trismegistos would never have happened to me. Not me. While we're on the subject of rituals, did Crazel tell you about the golem?
He did.
And what do you think of it?
I'm curious to see what a golem made of flour will look like. But I'm mostly curious to see if Crazel will really be able to breathe life into it with the help of saltpeter.
I'm more worried that as soon as it comes to life, it'll slay us all with one blow. So, if by some chance it looks like something's going wrong, you won't see my heels for dust. And I suggest you do the same. But that's enough of that. We're not going to stand here talking about flower golems when we've barely just met. I'd like to chat with you too, Henry. Get to know you a bit. But if you're in a hurry to find Crazel's saltpeter, I won't keep you.
No. I have plenty of time. But where to start?
You know what? I'll start. When they caught Zenek in Troskovitz, I was scared out of my mind that they'd catch me and clap me in the stocks. I had to hide out here for a while, so I haven't had anyone to talk to. Life in the lair isn't all fun and games. Zenek and all the other mill knuckleheads were never worth much as company. So I'm glad the miller's finally found a normal hand for once. You've got a beautiful dog. What's his name?
Mutt.
What a cute fella. How did you find each other?
He belonged to this girl I knew, Teresa. She saved my life in my hometown, Skalitz, when I went to bury my parents.
Well, That's what I call an interesting past. I used to have a dog, but I don't anymore.
He died.
He started getting these lumps all over his body. He stopped eating, just slept all the time. And then, well, what's done is done. And what about you? What kind of family are you from? Also, thieves?
No. Pa was a blacksmith. I inherited something from him, I hope.
Oh, really? Would you teach me how to make, maybe, barrel hoops?
Those are pretty hard. Wouldn't you rather start with, maybe nails?
Sure. I'm pretty quick to learn and patient. That is, with one exception. When Krazel starts spouting off his alchemy theories, I'd rather run for the hills. What do you think of the old miller, anyway?
He seems awfully mystical. He has lots of experience, like as if he's lived for hundreds of years.
It's his beard that does that. Don't let it fool you. Thanks for talking to me. It really is good to have someone to pour my heart out to. But now, about that saltpeter. Before you came, and before Zenek fucked up with the manuscript, we collected saltpeter all over the place, mainly in sties. It has to be scraped from the walls. Horrible work, time-consuming and annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. We also looked in a few chests, just in case. You know. Anyhow, now all the sties in the region are scraped clean and we're sitting pretty on a nice barrel of saltpeter.
Barrel is quite a lot.
For the whole Trotsky region, aye. Unfortunately, Krazel said we need at least 6 times as much.
6 times? Will one saltpeter pit be enough?
I reckon so. There should be as much as Krazel needs for his masterwork. If you're looking for it, you ought to know how saltpeter forms. Do you have any idea?
Certainly. You take a damp wall, like in a sty, you let the water evaporate from it, and you get this salty bloom.
That's right. But like I told you, all the sty walls in the region are scraped clean and we can't wait. Don't forget that saltpeter crystals are formed in places where something is rotting. It can be shit or carcasses. Well, a saltpeter pit is actually nothing more than a mass grave. The best natural saltpeter maker.
Krazel said saltpeter is a vessel for life energy. I get it that it's left over from dead bodies, but how do you get it from shit?
God's mysterious ways. You know how it is.
And he also wanted me to taste it. That's nonsense, though, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it isn't. Otherwise, you won't know if it's saltpeter or some other shit. It feels kind of cold on the tongue.
Jesus. And you know where to look for such a pit full of carcasses, do you?
Not exactly, but I have an idea. Times are evil and there's plenty of corpses. A person who's digging holes and throwing dead bodies into them and doesn't even know he's got a a saltpeter mine.
The local gravedigger?
Exactly. And the one we have here in the region is also the knacker.
Well, I haven't met him yet. Where can I find him?
The cemetery is beyond Troskovitz, towards the Apollonia Rocks.
So I'm in for a walk to the cemetery.
Seems like it. Too bad you couldn't have walked around the county with us before. It was fun, and pretty useful experience. I learned a lot during that time, and I won't keep it to myself. I'd be happy to teach you something, if you want.
I'll keep that in mind.
That old gravedigger will be suspicious, so I'd bring him some kind of offering. He's always dragging those carcasses, so I'm sure he'd appreciate a slab of fresh meat from Troskovitz butcher.
Good idea.
He lives a short way from the cemetery, so at least the meat won't go bad on the way. Lots of luck, the Wolf of Skalitz.
I'd like to learn something.
What would you like to know?
Tell me how to sneak around.
Great, let's get to it.
I'd like to...
What are you interested?
I reckon...
Thanks. You have a... Kind master, hey, doggy?
Whoa! Whoa!
What? What do you think you're doing? You better pay me compensation.
Sorry,
you
let's make a
blackguard.
deal.
Not only are you want me to...
Hang on, I was just fooling. I certainly wouldn't want to try any.
Well, we'll let it go this time.
Quick. There. Oh, that's better.
You silly doggy.
God!
Whoa! Whoa!
Greetings.
I'll have a look at the...
What can you do, sir? Maybe next time.
Go!
Fornicating! Right on!
Quick! Ka! Go! Ka! Ka! Ja! Ja!
Wie geht's, mein Freund?
I'll have a look at the wares.
I hope you find what you're looking for next time.
What are you doing, you whistler?
Quick! Ka! Go!
Greetings, sir.
I'm Henry. And you must be the local gravedigger, right? Ignatius, master of the sod, at your service. Looking for a final resting place, are you? Or do you need to bury a dead goat?
I'm more interested in the grave-digging profession as a whole.
Ah, once you try it, you'll never want to do nothing else till the day you die.
What's the story with the dead people?
The story? They're dead. What more is there to tell?
But you said there's been a lot of people dying around here recently, right?
Well, it ain't usual for people to get offed by the cartload out here in the sticks, if you ask me. What do you reckon?
I don't know. Hadn't really thought about it that way.
That might be the reason, then, hey?
What?
Look, I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying there's a lot of people dying. If things keep up like this, I'll be out of work in no time. There'll be no one left to bury.
You got a big cemetery here. Pretty nice, too.
Ain't it? But being the gravedigger, I'll never have a place of my own here. They'll throw me by the wall like a dog and bury me without ceremony. But when I'm dead, I won't care. If it was up to me, I'd even bury the suicides in hallowed ground. We're all equal before death and the Lord. This game of better and worse places of final rest don't count for nothing.
Being a gravedigger must be a lonely job, eh? What are your duties?
Funny a young lad like you is so interested in grave digging. Not something you see every day.
Well, I'm only asking. No real reason.
That figures. Youngsters these days wouldn't know hard work if it bit 'em on the arse. It's no wonder I can't find any help.
Are you offering me a job?
No. I'm giving you a warning. You ain't cut out for this trade.
And how do you know that?
You've got that look. I can spot it a mile away.
Could you be more specific?
You just aren't cut out for it, and that's that. A gravedigger needs passion. A sense of duty ain't enough. It's a service, a labour of love, and the meaning of life all in one, lad.
Have you been a gravedigger your whole life? Have you ever thought of changing your trade?
I did think about it once, if I'm honest. I wanted to be a knacker in Yitchin, but some fool with friends in high places got the job, though he can't even tell a shovel from a spade. That really pissed me off, so I said, fuck it. Why would I want to dig graves for people who don't appreciate my craft?
So you've always been here otherwise?
And what of it? Do you think I get bored here? Not recently, I don't. But I think I told you that already.
I'm not from these parts, and I've seen a few conciliation crosses around here. What do they mean?
The same as where you come from, I reckon. They mark spots where the sins of man came to be regretted later.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
Aye, like when a fella buries an axe in someone's head over something stupid and then comes to regret it. Or if the law sees to it that he regrets it. The sinner then has to erect a conciliation cross to mark the site of his evil deed.
Where does he get the cross from?
Where do you think? From me.
You're in charge of that too? Stone cutting?
I know how to cut a cross out of stone. And what of it? With the soft sandstone around here, it's child's play.
So they're all your work?
I wish. I've only sold 2 or 3 recently. Most of these here are right old. You might find a few stories about them in the village chronicle what's kept at the rat house. All I know is a young fella once jumped off the cliffs near Takoff, and folks say the place is cursed.
Do you know any more stories?
Aye, I do, but I'm not telling you any. I'm not an old fishwife.
Unfortunately, I had to bury both my parents recently.
My condolences, lad.
Thank you. I just don't know if it was done right.
Did you witness their deaths?
Unfortunately. They were killed in front of my eyes.
Oh, I understand that's never easy. But if you closed their eyes and buried them in consecrated ground, you've nothing to worry about.
I dug their grave next to our smithy. We didn't have a church in our village.
Well, That can't be avoided sometimes. Don't let it bother you. As long as you picked the spot with good intentions, that's all that matters. I'm certain their souls went straight to heaven. You needn't worry. You did everything right, lad.
But seriously, Ignatius, tell me about yourself.
Gravedigger, knacker, Snorter's constant companion, and lover of colourful sunsets, all in one man.
You've nearly got more titles than the Emperor himself.
Well, I have been doing it for almost 40 years now. The bailiff pays me well, in coin and sometimes in goods.
Sounds appealing.
Not all that glitters is gold, lad. A gravedigger's got it hard, and so does a knacker. I pick up dead animals on the side of the road. That's the knacker's job. You could say I have a knack for it. That's why people say I'm unclean. If I had children, they wouldn't be allowed to marry anyone besides an executioner or a gravedigger. It's so ingrained in folk. A fella takes care of things they wouldn't want to handle themselves, and this is how they repay him. Can't even go to the tavern no more.
Ignatius, I'm going to need your help.
Of course. How many are there? Where do you want to bury them? Shall we grind the teeth up, or do you want to take them away in your purse?
None of that. I have a different, slightly unusual request. Bonnie from Lower Semine sent me. We're looking for a saltpeter pit.
From Lower Semine? What pit?
A saltpeter pit.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that. What's it supposed to be? A pit to hell?
Yeah, something like that. At night, you hear the cries of tormented souls and catch the whiff of sulphur.
Well, that I can't help you with.
Not to worry. It's actually just a hole with some rotting carcasses in it. These white crystals form in it. And that's exactly what we're after.
You should have said you're looking for the pit I throw carcasses into. What's all this about Salty Peter? I'm going to go there anyway, so I'll take you there.
Really? That was easier than I thought.
Not even a chicken scratches in the dirt without hope of reward, though. You'll help me with something first. I have some collections from some Slatigo farmsteads, and I'd be a fool if I didn't use a helping hand. At least one day I can take it a bit easy.
You want me to help you with your grave-digging business?
Why not? You look like a strong fella. You'll be a good helper.
Oh, dragging carcasses around isn't exactly a respectable job. But so be it. I'll help you with it. What else can I do?
Grave digging is a job like any other. Sooner or later, everyone needs our services. And if it wasn't for us knackers, folk would have to deal with their animal carcasses themselves.
Of course. I understand. I'm just a little worried about what people will say about me when they see me with you. I wouldn't like to lose the honor I've earned as squire to a nobleman.
Don't worry about what people say. They'll only strip you of your honor if you let them. So what then? Shall we take a nice little ride with my boys Snorter and Dragonfly here? Nice and early, at daybreak.
Let's get this over with, then.
Didn't you understand me? We ain't going nowhere now. Like I said, be here at daybreak. That's between night and day. Do you understand?
Is there some place I can wait for morning to come?
Of course, if you've got nothing better to do, you can sit here with me. If you know how to read, I have a book hidden in the outhouse I got of a dead fella. That'll make the time go faster. In fact, you can keep it. All I can do is admire all them fancy squiggles in it anyway.
And where can I sleep?
At the inn in Truskowitz. Get a good breakfast there, too. You'll need it to be at full strength. Here's a little something so you know I take care of my helpers. See you in the morning.
Quick! Ka! Ka! Da! Quick! Quick! God! God! God!
How you'll learn that the church is a
Whoa.
Master Jan Husarl teaches us. Priests want...
Good afternoon.
I hear you like to...
What game would you like?
Courtiers for me?
Let's play.
Can that be right? Salvation cannot be for sale.
Why did I even agree to this? I'm going to lose my money again.
Hold up, innkeeper. Hey, have you killed? Hey, are you the devil himself?
It's like I'm
Hey,
invisible or
and
something.
you shall go to heaven. The prelates spout empty
Innkeeper,
words.
a
Their
beer.
bellies may be full, but their heads are empty. Fat arses and empty spaces where their
Well,
hearts should be.
you're not afraid
They
of
offer
anything.
salvation to
A horse
anyone
like that
who
must cost
fills
as much
their
as a farm.
coffers. You speak the truth.
Like that? And now we'll see. Done.
Why is this sticky?
Good doggy. Good boy.
Sacra! Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything.
Hear ye, good people, how you'll learn that the church is rotten. Hear what Master Jan Husarl
Innkeeper, have you got it?
wallow in gold, while their falsehoods and indulgences condemn all Christendom to eternal torture. Can that be right? Salvation cannot be for sale.
If I was
What
you,
do they
people,
say?
I'd take
Hey,
it.
and you shall be forgiven. Have you stolen? Hey, have you killed? Hey, are you the devil himself? Hey, and you shall go to heaven. The prelates spout empty words. Their bellies may be full, but their heads are empty.
Here it
Fat
comes.
arses and empty spaces where their hearts should be.
Hopefully I'll do
They
it
offer
again.
salvation to anyone who fills their coffers. You speak the truth.
There, that turned out all right.
Certainly. Have no fear.
And now I'll fuck it all up. Or not. Now I'll show you how it's done.
their respects. Cheap, that's for sure.
What rotten luck.
How are your knees? Feeling better?
Oh, yes. That ointment of yours is a gift from heaven.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
That's handy, isn't it? At least you know when to round up the cattle and gather in the hay.
Aye. When I'm old and infirm, folks will come to me for the weather forecast.
I heard about this fella who always got heartburn just before it snowed.
Here's hoping.
Team up.
All we need is a bloke who can't get it up when it's going to be sunny, and we'll be the three wise men.
That's enough for me.
Matthew and Goose of Prague teaches us. Priests wallow in gold, while their falsehoods and indulgences condemn all Christendom to eternal torture.
Sell it to the birds.
Can that be right? Salvation cannot be for sale. But what do they say? Pay, and you shall be forgiven. Have you stolen? Pay. Have you killed? Pay. Are you the devil himself? Pay, and you shall go to heaven. The prelates spout empty words. Their bellies may be full, but their heads are empty. Fat arses and empty spaces where their hearts should be. They offer salvation to anyone who fills their coffers.
I'll be right with you.
Like that? It ain't going my way today.
A large beer for me. Taking their time again.
Alright. Sacra! What a silly goose I am for playing.
Christ! What's the hold-up?
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
What can I get for you? You're always welcome here, good sir.
I say.
And now we'll see. That's enough for me. Curva! Why do I even play?
Well, you want another?
It's done. Olbram's bull isn't as white as it used to be.
I knew you wouldn't let me down, mate. Olbram must be having a fit. I can almost see it.
To hell with the fucking pricks. The lousy city-ter.
Aye, something like that. Until they caught me, that is. But don't worry, I didn't rat you out.
At least that. I reckon Olbram will mouth off about it. But there's nothing he can do without proof. They didn't beat you up, did they?
Don't worry. I'm fine.
All right, then. You did what I asked, so we're even. And since you already got caught up in our little dispute, maybe you can help me with something else.
So, what can I help the Takovites with this time?
We're planning to meet with the Gelievites in the pasture that they keep arguing with us about. We'll sort it all out with them there. Nicely. Man to man. Wouldn't you like to join us?
Why not? After painting that bull, it would actually be quite a pleasant change to talk things over face to face.
Aye. Talk. We'll get into a huge argument and then start punching each other in the gob. So then, should I send for Albram so we can get going?
All right then. Let's paint them Jelievites so black and blue that they'll envy Albram's bull.
Ha! That's what I like to hear. Come, let's get the lads together and get going. Hey there, Jelievites! Did you miss us?
You know they did. They could hardly sleep.
Can you blame them? I'd rather come and get a beating than hang around in Zhelyov too.
You see? They're provoking us again. And they brought a stranger. There's no use trying to negotiate with them.
There's nothing to negotiate, old man. The pasture is ours, and that's final.
Bullshit! You know right well that I got smacked around as a child in that orchard right over there.
What do we care where you got smacked around?
Don't laugh at him.
Listen to yourselves. All this useless racket for nothing. Why don't you leave things the way they are and split the pasture in half once and for all?
No splitting. It's all ours. I remember.
He's making it up. He just wants to take what's ours.
Seems a bit too convenient that he's the only one who remembers that the whole pasture belongs to them. The old coot hardly remembers which hole is for eating and which is for shitting.
Old Obram's always fuming, says half the pasture's his. Claim he'd graze his own bull there, but he's a fool, he is.
What did you say, you arse?
Keep my nothing out of your mouth. You know how long it took to wash off all that bloody paint? Which one of you was it?
So what? That was just a bit of fun.
You'll laugh on the other side of your face when we kick your asses.
That's right. Get him, lad.
For God's sake, wait! You're really going to let yourself get beaten up just because Albram told you to?
If he finally admitted the pasture is ours, we could have settled this ages ago.
The lad's right. What are you talking about, Freddy Dick?
Why should I let myself get beat up every year? It's not like I have to graze my cattle here.
Come back here, you traitor.
Enough talk. Get him, lads.
Waiting for you.
Yeah, don't spare him.
Yes! Stay with him!
Don't step on our
I'm hit, you bastards.
Hey!
Come on, you little bastard.
Don't spare him!
You won't get me.
Jelievites smell like shit.
No, you don't.
Slice them up! Hey! I need a hand here!
Thanks. I need a
God
bandage
and the
quick.
blessed Virgin.
That's better.
Wake up!
I have to say, for a bunch of ordinary villagers, you fight well.
It ain't our first time, mate. And you held your own.
Well, I feel right at home in a fistfight. If you ever have another one planned...
I would happily kick Albram's arse 3 times a day. But he isn't getting any younger. Can't have him on my conscience, eh? It's more than enough that you helped us defend Takhov's honor. And don't think we don't know how to reward good deeds like that. We have a nice pile of grot.
Thank you. And if those Jelievites ever cause any more trouble, let me know.
God be with you, good sir.
Go!
God! God!
Whoa! Whoa!
My humble respects.
Well then, does the best forester in the land have some problems I could help him with?
Henry, you buffoon! I'm not the best in the land, but I'm in these parts, though. Know why? Because I'm the only one here. Well, apart from Varel, that is.
So you don't have any problems?
As it happens, there is something. Recently, my supplies have been running out quickly for some reason. And you know how much I like a drink when I'm taking a break on the bench behind my house.
Indeed I do. It was me who carried you through the forest the last time you took a break.
Aha, these things happen. So, I need to top up my supplies. Run along to Troskovitz for a bottle or two for me. Take this coin here.
And what would you like to drink, gamekeeper of Ostatek?
I call it the poacher's hideout. Mix a goblet of mead with wine, add a bit of saffron.
I've never heard of this poacher's hideout brew before.
Hold on! Poachers! I need help with poachers, the bastards. They think they can turn the woods into their own territory, but they won't get the better of me. I'll send you after them. You're hard as nails, you are. What's more, I'll give you a decent reward for getting rid of them vermin.
That sounds better.
Aye, so I don't forget. Hand back the coin I gave you for the booze.
Of course. Sorry. Here you are.
Well, are you going to do it?
I'll help you with the poachers. The hunters will become the prey.
That's the stuff. They should be trembling already.
Tell me where I can find the poachers, then. So I can pounce straight on them.
Hold your horses. I want them alive, not hacked to pieces. So don't butcher them.
Well, if you want it done without killing, I'll try it without killing.
Glad to hear it. You'd be surprised how many hotheads have offered to do just that. I've had enough of hearing, "They're all dead, Vostatek," and then finding out the smart arse spent the whole day in the tavern instead. So if you do kill a poacher, I want proof.
No gutting, you said. So that's settled.
Look, let's get to the point. We have to focus on Rock Tower Pond and the forests around it. That's where game's becoming scarcest.
Let's say I go into the forest and come across some bloke. What then?
The main thing is to make sure he really is the poacher. We'd have some explaining to do if you accused an innocent man.
That shouldn't be too hard. If he's hunting, I'll seize him. If he isn't, I'll leave him alone.
That's no way to go about it, Henry. You have to be certain, right? The Rock Tower poacher, say. He tends to spend the day holed up, only coming out before dawn or after dusk. He probably knows I like to sleep in and spend my evenings having a drink. So I won't be trudging round the pond at those times.
So the best thing would be to catch him in his camp?
Aye. He'll have dead animals, hides, bones, meat. He won't be able to talk his way out of that. Them poachers have also started using signs to mark their hunting grounds. They bend a branch of some pine to make a kind of circle. But what's the point of describing them, since I've got a few samples? They're at my cottage, next to the outhouse, where I have this lean-to. Take a look so you know what to watch out for.
Where should I look?
I already told you, didn't I? Stop being so... Try looking around Rock Tower Pond. To the west of the pond, there's some dense forest on the rocks. It's easy to find because there's a small ruined cottage below the woods. Otherwise, it's nothing but boulders and an easy place to break your leg. And someone like me, who likes a drink, well, you know.
I don't have the best memories of that place. We made camp there the first time we came to Trotsky region.
So you could be reminiscing there. Have a swim. It's a nice clean pond. I don't know why people don't fish there instead of poaching. Easier to catch a bite.
Once again, where should I look?
I told you, didn't I? You shouldn't be so scatterbrained, Henry. Try the west side of Rock Tower Pond. The woods near the ruin, remember? Nothing but boulders.
Right, you did tell me before. I'll remember it this time. Thanks. Can you just remind me, where am I supposed to look?
Rock Tower Pond, damn it! The ruin! The boulders! Do you want me to take you there by the hand? I'd find the poachers myself while I'm at it.
Thanks. Where should I take the poacher? To you?
To the Troskovitz bailiff. Even though he's a bit, well... Look, I'll send him a message so he knows we're going to be bringing him some poachers. It would be just like him to let them go because you were acting without authorization.
Well, you could go with me.
And leave the lodge unattended? Not a chance. Not to mention that leg of mine since I jumped down from the tree.
I understand. You'd rather stand, or rather sit, guard. I'll be off then.
Good luck, and let me know how it goes. I hope you... Or is it 4?
You can... I'm trying to get strings for a loop, and I hear you know all about that.
I do, but it ain't so straightforward. You have to sacrifice an animal for that.
You mean an altar? Candles, mysterious chanting and stuff?
Nah, nothing like that. You just have to get a sheep, find the thinnest gut, and weave strings from it. You can eat the rest.
I don't know how to gut animals.
Well, you're just gonna have to learn. Run along to the woods and bag a deer, or a few hares, eh? You won't get much of any use out of them at first, but after a bit of practice, you'll get there.
And meanwhile, I'll clear half your forest of game.
You'd have your work cut out, lad. But if you'd rather, you can always buy those guts from a butcher.
All right, I'll get the guts somewhere.
The Takov folk have sheep aplenty. If you killed one, they wouldn't even notice. It would serve that bastard Prochek right anyway. He's put up the price of his liquor again.
Die! Die! Go! Go!
My.
Go! Go! Ka!
Deceive me, or is it Henry again? Stop for a while, my good man.
What a coincidence. Greetings.
Fancy teasing that brain of yours? You know the drill by now.
What are the odds of that? We meet again!
Riddler Barley.
The very same! And I have a new riddle.
I'm curious to hear what you have up your sleeve today.
I'll tell you, but first we have to decide what's at stake. You solved the last riddle, and I lost the bet. Let me try my luck again.
All right. Let's bet. Tell me what your riddle is, then.
Listen close. A bailiff has 12 men join up for service one day. The bailiff was glad, but soon discovered that he didn't have enough gear for them in the armory. So those 12 men filed onto the square for the next morning's roll call. 6 of them were wearing body armor, 4 had helmets. Only 3 of them wore both a helmet and body armor. Now, tell me, how many men were unlucky enough not to have either a helmet or armor?
Can you repeat it for me?
A bailiff has 12 men. The bailiff was glad, but soon discovered that. So those 12 men, 6 of them were wearing body armor, 4 had helmets. Only 3 of them wore both a helmet and body armor. Now, tell me, how many men were unlucky enough not to have either a helmet or armor?
Six.
Oh, no, you overcount. But not to worry. No one is born a master. Not in my experience, anyway.
You look like you know your way around these parts. Where's the best tavern?
That's a tough one. If it's a meal you're after. The Emperor Charles in Kuttenborough. But the prettiest wench is at that small inn in Takov. I had the luckiest dice in Zhelyov, and the best sleep in a bed in Lorets. I can still smell the hops and ale, and the window looked out on the Sedlets Monastery. Lovely.
I'm afraid I must be going.
Me too. God be with you.
Quick!
Whoa!
My respects.
Show me your ware.
Nothing to your... liking, sir.
What do you have?
What can you...
Quick! Ka! Quick! Ka! Quick! 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 Go! Go! Quick! Die! Go! Quick! Die! Go! Go! Quick! Die!
sir.
I don't know if I'm completely ready for this, but let's get going.
The dew is still on the leaves. The roads are clear. You don't need your horse. I'll stable him here. It'll be heaven for him. In any case, heaven's always close here. Hop on the wagon and Snorter and Dragonfly here will take care of us.
Aye, aye, you silly doggy.
Come on then, get a move on. We've got a long journey ahead of us, so get yourself comfortable so your arse won't hurt. So, you say you're from Lower Samine, eh?
Well, you could say that. I help the miller with whatever I can. I got a place to sleep there. Soon I'll be able to call the miller uncle.
I remember Crazel when he was still a wee lad. Even then he was a great big smart-ass. When I buried his parents, he was traipsing somewhere through the world. Maybe you heard what they say about Lower Samine round these parts. Crazel don't sell short measure, not that. He looks out for his reputation, but his helpers have been seen often in the villages after dark, looking fishy. Or during the day, in the pillories. Don't that bunny of yours belong to that gang too?
Bonnie's an honest girl, and her friend Zinnek is too. Crazel only sent them to scrape saltpeter off the walls of the sties, so that's just what they've been doing. From what she told me, they had nothing else in mind.
Lower Samine's a thorn in the side for a lot of folk. Some on account of the competition. Some is just rubbed up the wrong way by that Crazel. Either way, all they need's the slightest excuse to grab their pitchforks. Go and grab the miller and shove his face right in his own millstone. Lazy bones. Whoa, boys, whoa! Come on. Come on! Are you deaf? Oh, they're acting stubborn again. Now listen, Henry. Here on the left side, you'll see the ruins of a cottage that's been abandoned for a few years.
Looks mysterious. What treasures might be hidden there?
You'll soon see. I have a trap set inside the cottage. I wanted to lure a wolf into it, but that didn't work out. There's a deer rotting there unnecessarily. So hop in there and bring it to the wagon. Lazy bones. Finally. At least we're not blocking the road too much.
What have you found, boy? Oh, Jesus, what a stench. Better quickly throw it in a sack and take it back to the wagon.
No idea what you're on about, fella.
Two sting. Hey, we've got another one over here.
Now!
I'm coming.
Move it!
What's going on, Ignatius?
Ah, I'm trying to explain to these fellas we've got nothing to do with no thieving around here. They should go to Lower Samine to complain.
Two stinking pieces of shit was sneaking around our sties and cellars and lining their purses with silver too while they was at it. Some scruffy and dunger. You must be scruffy, eh?
I'm Henry, and those, names mean nothing to me.
Like I said, if it's rotten carrion they're after, they should have come to me. A passion for knacking is the only thing we have in common.
Is that so? So prove it then.
Ignatius is telling the truth. There are all sorts of types causing trouble in these parts. Not just from Lower Samine. Ignatius and I thank you for taking on the job of guarding the roads, making sure that honest, if somewhat grubby tradesmen stay safe.
Aye, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. So, thanks.
Really good work, lad. Well, time waits for no man. Let's all carry on with our duties, eh?
All right, listen. We'll be going then. But if you happen to run into them two thieves, you tell us right away, got it?
Of course.
You can count on it.
Glad to hear it. Let's go, fellas. Maybe...
What's next? Are we going? Do you want to keep going or not?
Not much left for us to do here, eh?
Hopefully our luck will hold out, and we'll only be breaking the limbs of carcasses today. The next farm's just up ahead. Hop on, and let's go. Here we come, Snorter. Don't worry. That was just a kind of little favour for me. Now we'll help the locals here in Jda with their carcasses.
So far, I've just carried sacks. I already did that for the miller.
Yesterday, the good wife from that farm came and told me both their pigs died. So we'll scoop them up and haul them off. I mean, you'll scoop them up and haul them to my cart. She says it was a curse. There was a flash of lightning, the pigs started trembling, squealing and puking, and then keeled over and dropped dead.
All right, that's what you get. People sin here in their seclusion, thinking they're out of sight of our Lord.
It ain't my first day doing this job, so I could see right off them pigs had been poisoned. The good wife swore them pigs were happy as, well, pigs in shit. She said they even let them go to a nearby stream to have a wallow. It flows here through the forest on the right. Since we're here, you ought to go and take a look around there. Check how clear that spring really is.
All right. I'll see what's going on there.
And I'm going to enjoy having a helper. At least for one day. Maybe I'll roll around in the grass here with Snorter and Dragonfly. Yeah! Yeah! Well, I'm here like I promised, and I even have a helper here with me who'll be doing the carrying for me today.
Poor fella. Where did you dig him up?
He came to me from Lower Sameen.
So I'd better go and stand in the doorway. One eye on him, one on the chest with valuables.
This one's honest. He might even take a look to see what was troubling them pigs.
At first, I thought it was that beast of Visar's that done it, but the pigs weren't bit. So it was definitely a curse.
Curse my arse. From what you said, it had to be poisoning, but it's hard to say from what. But we may just find that out from Henry here. And as far as Visar is concerned, I'm headed there next. I have the stuff with me.
But make sure you take care of it, yeah? I can't bear it much longer.
You ain't the only one. It's been bothering the Nabokov folks too. That'll all be over today.
God reward you for it.
God don't reward me much, but I'll probably get something from the bailiff for hauling.
Well, I wish you and your helper lots of luck today. May God bless you.
You too. You too.
Those pigs came here to drink. Where to now? I can smell something upstream. too far from Ignatius. I should get back so he doesn't leave without me.
Ew. Is this really worth it?
A waste of good meat. Bloody hell.
It really wasn't a curse. There are rotting carcasses in the water upstream from the watering spot. No wonder the pigs caught some disease.
Well, what do you know? I was right. I'll give you a hand. It'd take you all night on your own.
More money out the window.
Ew. Is this really worth it?
Poor things. A waste of good meat. Oh well.
What's next? Are we going?
I took care of the carcasses. We can drive on.
Nice work. There's even a bit of meat left for me.
Yeah, you'd eat that. They've been lying there God knows how long.
But nicely in the cold. There's nothing wrong with it. Anyway, you won't be eating it, so don't worry about it. Let's keep going. Seeing as how you don't obey me, you're surely horsing around today. So far it ain't that bad, eh? You don't have to take down no hanged man or bury an unbaptized child.
Well, ever since I started working for the miller, all I did was carry sacks. The sack makers here in the region must live like kings. Of course it could be a lot worse.
I like having to carry sacks full of thistles. Now listen to me closely. You won't be carrying anything at the next farmstead. Instead, you'll have to make one carcass there. See, the work of a knacker ain't just about clearing away dead animals. Now and then you've got to put down some creature, so it don't suffer. Or, like today, to put it down so everyone around it don't have to suffer. In this case, we're talking about a dog.
Well, what can I do? But I doubt I'll feel good about it.
That cur belongs to the greengrocer, Vizar. I've heard they're both pretty fierce. Don't draw too much attention to yourself at the farmstead. I'll give you some Aesop potion to drink first, and some meat and bane. Soak the meat with the poison and throw it to the dog. He'll probably be locked in a pen somewhere. As soon as it's done, we'll disappear before anyone notices anything. I got paid well for it from the neighbors, so don't fuck it up for me. Lazy bones. Yeah! Yeah!
Greetings.
My son, my friend.
God bless you.
Oh, Sakra. The dog isn't here. The door's open. Where did he run off to? Barking. He's coming from over there.
Bonnie? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
First, tell me what you're doing here. And how come you're with that beast?
He's no beast. I came here to save him.
You mean steal him?
For him, it'll be a redemption from that horse and master of his. I'll take care of him, in place of my poor dead sniffer.
Bonnie... The gravedigger sent me to kill the dog. He's been paid to do it by the people whose livestock that beast killed. It's the last thing I need to do before he shows me the pit.
It's not the animal's fault. When Zenek and I were here last, I saw how old Vysarik treats him. He doesn't give him food, he abuses him. With a master like that, he won't last long. You wouldn't kill a dumb creature just because its master is a sick horseman, would you?
Well, you don't have to convince me. Ever since the gravedigger told me to do it, I've been trying to figure out how to save that dog. If you want to take him, I won't stop you.
You're a much better Christian than I thought you were. I'll take him to the lair. We'll meet there.
Hurry off now, before someone sees us together.
Come on now, boy. You'll like it in the lair.
Oh, you mutt.
It's taken care of.
Taken care of? What do you mean?
The dog is dead. So, can we go to the pit now?
Dead, eh? And what are you so nervous about?
Well, it wasn't pleasant to watch. I did it exactly how you told me. I poisoned him.
Oh, aye? And how did it go exactly?
Well, I dipped the meat in poison. He ate it, and peacefully departed to doggy heaven.
So, it all went how it should. I use a real strong mixture so the creatures don't suffer too much. He's done for, the beast. Finally. Let's go before we start looking suspicious.
So this is it. This is the pit.
Slowly, boy. Slowly. Have a bit of respect. Death always deserves respect, whether it's people or animals.
I was expecting some huge hole in the ground. This is just some hollow. 3 piles of earth and that's it.
3 huge piles, you mean to say? True, it used to be one big pit. But then I found out when you pile up carcasses in smaller pits and throw some wet hay between them, it all rots better. And the better it rots, the more niter you'll have. Are you going to take some right away?
I won't. I'll just tell Crazel where you have it. I don't know if he'll take something away. Maybe he'll just make his own pit according to your design.
Now that would be a great honor.
Well, I reckon I'm delaying the inevitable. I'll still have to taste it.
You're going to taste it?
It's the only way I can be certain it really is saltpeter.
God's nails. And they say I'm disgusting. Wait a moment. I've got a reward for you. Just so's you don't think old Ignatius and his even older nags is ungrateful riffraff. Take it as a thanks for your help. Maybe you'll take over my trade one day when I'm pushing up daisies myself.
Who knows? Maybe that'll really be my fate. I'll live at the cemetery, build piles of carcasses, and eat bread with saltpeter.
Here's something that'll definitely come in handy if you ever need to go through all this again. Either with me or somewhere else.
Thanks.
Taste it then. Get to it. This I have got to see. to make such a feast of it.
Look at me. From a lord's messenger to a taster of cadavers. Cold and salty. This must be it. If you're going back to your cottage, I'd like to take a ride with you.
Of course. But in return, you have to help me get all this lot buried. So there's some more saltpeter in the making. Jesus Christ be praised.
Quick! Ka! Quick!
Whoa.
Damn it.
Ja!
Gather round, good people. Come and see us.
Ka! Quick! Quick!
Hey, Hans!
Are you talking to me?
Who else? Gutenberg, the Hangman's Halter? You really don't remember? Back already, Hans? I thought you'd be gone a lot longer.
I'm not Hans. I'm Henry.
Yeah, right, Hans. And I'm King Sigismund.
Do we know each other?
Of course. It's me, Joachim. We met in Gutenberg. We had that row about who had the right to a better pitch at the market. We nearly crossed swords at the cattle market in the morning. But come evening, we were getting boozed up together at the Hangman's Halter. You more than me, I reckon, seeing as you don't remember.
Where is it exactly I'm supposed to be coming back from?
You said you were off to Germany to sell your wares. I gave you some trinkets to see if you have any luck hawking them for me there. Didn't you go in the end?
I'm curious to see your wares.
Wares? Trinkets and baubles, more like.
Ka! Ka! Quick!
God! Quick! Go! God! Quick! Go! Go! God!
Whoa!
Greetings, my friend.
I found the place where we can harvest saltpeter. You just head out of Troskovitz towards Apollonia, carry on alongside the road, then head off it at the right spot. Only it's not a pit, it's 3 piles of earth. The gravedigger Ignatius drove me there himself.
And is it the real stuff? Did you taste it?
Yeah. And I hope I never have to do that again. Ugh. I think the experience has changed me forever.
Oh, come on. You whine more than Zinnik. It's just commonplace salt. I was hoping it'd be closer. To go all the way to Apollonia. If I send 2 wagons, that should be enough.
What should I do?
That means I could mix a barrel and a half.
Crazul, focus. What else do you need from me?
Oh, sorry. What were you asking? About a reward? It's right here.
Thanks. How's it going with the golem?
Well, the whole thing is really appealing to a scholar of my field of interest and important for humanity. But certain circumstances have emerged which, unfortunately, move its creation somewhere further into the future.
Wait, what do you mean? So there won't be any golem?
Not for now.
What about all the niter? The life essence?
I admitted to myself it's maybe too much to take on, and I decided to go back to my roots.
So the search for saltpeter was for nothing?
Not at all. The saltpeter will help us create primordial matter. The origin. Chaos. Materia prima.
God. Here we go again.
As alchemical scholars, we actually have only one task before us. To penetrate the diaphanum and find out where it gets its disposition and power from. Only then will we understand the nature of the shadows.
Eh?
I'll explain it to you.
Tell me then, what's the next task then, Crazul?
From behind the closed gates of Trotsky come quiet whispers, carried by the wind, all the way here to me in the mill. Do you hear it too?
No. Reckon my ears aren't that good.
Scribe Erezim received a trunk from Prague, and in that trunk was...
The document of Hermes Trismegistos?
No, a book. And from an author more venerable than Hermes. It's thin, with a sand-colored cover, embossed. Ordinary at first glance, but the treasure's inside. You might say it's kind of an alchemical cookbook.
So I'm gonna have to pick some locks again, eh? And in the castle, no less. I'd like to know how I'm supposed to get in there. Trotsky is shut tight.
For some. The gates of Trotsky may appear to be closed to us, mere mortals. But why try to force your way in when there's a person they'll invite in themselves?
What person?
Hold on, we'll get to that. We've got the Samine wedding coming up. I can't wait to try out my new potion against drunkenness there. What about you? You still need to get there?
Certainly. It's why I decided to work for you. Or have you forgotten? I hope your promise still stands.
Of course it does. What do you take me for? Start getting ready. I see you've already got a fine outfit. Ad charisma tuendum. St. Paul would be pleased.
So you'll really get me into that wedding? Am I dreaming?
No, you're not. But before you start celebrating, we won't be going by ourselves. We'll have company. Or, to be more exact, the two of us will be accompanying a certain person. Me as a friend and host, and you as a bodyguard, loyal servant. Call it what you will.
And who is this mysterious person?
A true lady will come to the wedding with us. Radiant as the morning star, refined as pure gold. All will be stunned by her beauty, and she'll be our lockpick that will find the weak spot in the gate to Trotsky. All it'll take is a little push, and clunk, the lock will open, and the book will be mine.
What weak spot?
The castle's weak spot is Chamberlain Ulrich, because he himself has a weakness for women. Of all the single damsels at the wedding, ours will be the most charming and irresistible for him. Noble or not, he's a mortal man, and he'll start to think with his male member. We will watch as he becomes feverish with lust. Soon, he'll be begging to take our companion to Trotsky. He'll pretend his motives are pure, so she'll be more comfortable. And when the Chamberlain becomes insistent, you, as her personal bodyguard, will accept his offer. Naturally, he'll say you won't leave her side so you can defend her honor. Once in Trotsky, Ulrich will do everything to get you to leave him alone with her. And that will be your chance.
I can hardly believe that you, of all people, would come up with such a straightforward plan.
Well, it's not all that straightforward. I admit there's a certain element here that makes everything more complicated. First, we have to find our gracious lady.
Ah. And I'm gonna look for one, right?
Who else? Look, she doesn't have to be a lady per se. We just need a wench with a pretty face. We'll get her a nice dress, some perfume. She doesn't even have to speak. We'll do the talking.
Could Bonnie do it?
She could. The only hitch is everyone and his dog knows her face. Nobody with any sense would let her into the Samine wedding.
So a village girl will do?
I doubt an ordinary village girl would agree to what we're going to ask of her. You can find lots of capable girls at the Zhelyaoff baths, including some who aren't so well known. It's true, Dorothy can be a bit unpleasant, but you'll be giving her an offer she can't refuse.
Dorothy owns the bathhouse?
Aye, next to the alehouse there. You'll tell her I'm offering enough groschen to buy 2 cows or a small cottage. That should soften her up.
All right. I'll take care of it.
Excellent. You're a talented, likable youngster, like Knight Roland of yore. I have complete faith in you. And don't forget, you're going to need to dress the girl up and make her smell nice so she comes across like a real lady. So, stop off at Troskowitz as well and get her a nice brocade dress and some long-lasting perfume. Mintha would be ideal.
Where can I find the dress?
Where do you think? The butcher's? Go and see the tailor. Bartoszek has just the thing in his shop. A beautiful red dress made of Tyrolean brocade.
Why that dress exactly?
Because red is the color of love and passion. Rich Tyrolean brocade is just begging to be touched. Ulrich won't know where to look. The dress is likely to be pretty expensive. But that's no obstacle for you, right?
Where can I find the perfume?
Emmerich the apothecary might have something. They say he makes some perfume for his wife. Or ask Betty the innkeeper. She may be a god-awful battle axe, but a nice-smelling one. Or get hold of the recipe and make your own mintha. As an alchemy apprentice, you should be able to manage.
I'll be going then.
Once you've got everything ready for the wedding, we'll meet in front of the fortress gate. There, I'll let our lady in on some other details of our plan. But that won't be for your ears. Anyway, you'll be rehearsing your speech to Lord von Berghoff then, won't you?
I can't wait. Wait.